Well, it's been hot, hot, hot. And the big question I keep getting asked every day is the real estate market still hot? So it's July of 2025, and we're going to get those questions answered for you here with your real estate market update in under 5 minutes. So I'm going to talk fast. Let's get into this. Mortgage rates are still hovering in the high 6% for the 30-year fixed. The 15 years hovering right around just under 6. And you can see since about December, that's where they've been at. So we do continue to hear more and more push by people in the government to get these rates lowered. So what we're hearing is potentially this fall, rates start to trend downward a little bit, but we'll start to see what happens. Stay tuned for that. Number of new listings. The number of new listings is actually up this year to date versus last year to date. The big number, though, that jumps right off the page is the number of homes available for sale. So if you're looking for a house and you're out there looking, there's almost 30% more homes available this year to date than last year to date. And if you look at the rolling 12, new listings are up about 6.4%. And the number of for sale, again, is up 25% if you look at the rolling 12. Number of homes pending, so under contract, we call them pending in the real estate world, is actually up, but just 0.5%. So you could really call that flat. Number of transfers, so number of homes that have actually transferred is down 6.4%. Average sale price is still holding strong. It's been in this 8% range for a while. It actually dipped down a little bit last month when we look at this year to date versus last year to date. And then when you look at the rolling 12, and my face is over the rolling 12. Let's get rid of my face. The rolling 12-month average is up, and it's 8% up. So home prices are still heading up. Historically, we like to see those closer to 4% range, maybe even 5% range. So we would still say that home prices in Northeastern Ohio, and matter of fact, I just read this the other day, Northeastern Ohio is still one of the hottest markets in the country. Other parts of the country, they're starting to see no appreciation or actually slight depreciation. Days on the market's pretty much flat when you look at that. So homes are still selling in about 40 days. And then months worth of inventory. So what that means for us as realtors is how long does it take to sell off our current level of inventory? And you can see it's up 30%. So now it's taking this year to date 1.7 months versus the 1.3 last year. And what that says to us as realtors is the market is starting to cool off as far as sellers are concerned. So when we look at this month's worth of inventory sheet graph, anything under 3 months is considered a seller's market. We've been in a strong seller's market really since 2017-18. You can't see that on the screen because it's pretty small, but trust me, that's what it says. And then we peaked, our strongest seller's market was really COVID. So it was 2021. And then things started to, you can see those up and downs every month. You guys can't see the cursor, but you can kind of see those waves. Those waves, the top of that wave is summer. So homes sell a lot quicker in the summer. So our inventory gets gobbled up quicker. And those troughs are winter. So some homes sell a little bit slower in the winter. So that's why you see those up and down, up and down. But if you kind of average that curve out, you can see that we are starting on this upward trend, so that it's homes going under contract in our inventory list is starting to, again, we're starting to see more and more homes left on the market. For sellers, what's it mean for sellers? So mortgage rates might be keeping buyers from entering the market. So again, because we're still in the high 6s, people aren't used to that yet. Less homes are selling, which means inventory is headed up. It's still a strong seller's market in most communities. This is hyper local though. We're seeing these trends now in certain price ranges in certain cities. it's starting to really cool off. But if your house isn't sold within the first couple weeks, don't freak out. It will still probably go under contract. But you do need to take a hard look at the pricing and the condition of the house. The gorgeous houses that are priced accordingly and priced right are still selling in a matter of days. For buyers, mortgage rates, don't expect the rates to come crashing down. Even if we talk about lower rates in the fall, we're talking maybe low sixes. I don't know if we're going to see a 5 for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage anytime soon. Less homes are selling. Inventory is up a little bit. Let me get my face back off there. If you see a house that's been on the market for a couple of weeks, you might not need to give the seller asking price. It's going to kind of go back to the way it used to be, where you would start to negotiate back and forth. Maybe the seller, you can get more of your terms as a buyer, and the seller has to kind of cooperate a little bit more than they used to have to do. And then home prices are still heading up. So if you're on the sidelines and you're a buyer, it doesn't make sense to continue to sit there. When you look at the difference in your payment for, say, 6.75% interest rate and 6%, it's not that big of a number, especially when you start figuring out if homes continue to appreciate at, say, 7 or 8% a year, you're going to be losing money. If you need to buy a house, still do it now because it's cheaper than renting. There's a neat chart. If you're interested, reach out to one of us on the team, and we can run some math for you to show you that if you stay in your house after 2 or 3 years versus renting, you're going to be way ahead. So, and wild card for both buyers and sellers is the economy, tariffs, and world events. So as we've all been paying attention to, what the current administration has been doing does have some effect on certain price ranges in certain communities. We have seen as the stock market maybe gets a little jittery, certain price ranges, the market time has gone up considerably because people are looking at their portfolios or watching their 401ks. If you have any specific questions, please reach out to us. We're here for you. We've got all this data. We can run this for your specific community and house, and enjoy your week.